Time, something so ordinary that we often forget how extraordinary it truly is. It slips through our fingers every single day, quietly, invisibly, without a sound. You can't see it, you can't touch it, yet it controls everything. Time is the only resource that once spent never returns. You can recover from failure, rebuild your finances, and mend relationships, but you can never get back a wasted day. That's why time is life's greatest currency. Think about it. How many people trade their dreams for distractions? How many spend hours scrolling through screens, complaining about what they don't have, instead of using that same time to build something better? It's not that we don't have enough time, it's that we don't use it wisely. The most successful people in the world don't have longer days. They just make every hour count. Every morning you wake up, you're given a gift, a brand new 24 hours, a clean slate. What you choose to do with it determines who you become. Time can either be your best friend or your greatest enemy. It rewards the disciplined and punishes the careless. It multiplies the efforts of those who respect it and erases the potential of those who waste it. So the question isn't, do you have time? The real question is, what are you doing with the time you have? Are you using it to grow, to learn, to become the person you're meant to be? Or are you letting it slip away, lost in meaningless habits that bring you nothing but temporary comfort? The truth is, time will not wait for you. It doesn't pause for your excuses, your fears, or your indecision. The seconds are ticking whether you move or not. And one day, you'll look back and realize that every wasted hour was a piece of your dream, gone forever. That realization alone should shake you, because every day you delay your potential, you delay your destiny. You can't control the past, but you can control this moment, right now. You can decide to value your time differently, to treat every hour like it matters because it does. Greatness is never built in someday. It's built in the choices you make today, right now, this very second. Excuses, they sound comforting, but they destroy silently. They give you a reason to stay the same while convincing you that it's okay. They whisper, "You're not ready, you don't have enough," or "You'll start when things calm down." But those words aren't protecting you, they're paralyzing you. Excuses disguise themselves as logic, but in truth, they're fear wearing a mask. People don't fail because they lack ability. Most people fail because they never start. They let excuses talk them out of their own potential. And the tragedy is, those excuses often sound reasonable. Life is busy, times are hard, the conditions aren't perfect. But here's the truth, conditions will never be perfect. There will always be something missing, something difficult, something uncertain. If you wait for everything to align, you'll wait forever. Excuses rob you of responsibility. They shift the power away from you and hand it over to circumstances. And once you give away that power, you lose control of your life. Because the moment you start saying, "I can't," because you've already accepted defeat before you've even tried. The most successful people in the world didn't have fewer challenges. They just refused to be defined by them. They made a decision to act in spite of fear, to move in spite of doubt, to keep going even when every reason told them to stop. Because progress doesn't come from perfection. It comes from persistence. Excuses might make you comfortable today, but they'll cost you your future tomorrow. Comfort feels good now, but regret lasts a lifetime. So stop arguing for your limitations. Stop convincing yourself that you can't. The only thing standing between where you are and where you want to be is the story you keep telling yourself about why you can't get there. The moment you stop making excuses, you reclaim your power. You stop being a victim of time and start becoming the master of it. Because success begins the second you take full responsibility for your life. And that starts by saying, no more excuses. Dreams are beautiful, but without discipline, they stay just that, dreams. Everyone wants success. Everyone wants to live a life of purpose, abundance, and freedom. But very few are willing to do what it actually takes to get there. Because discipline isn't glamorous, it's not exciting. It's the quiet, unseen commitment that separates the dreamers from the doers. Discipline means doing what you must do even when you don't feel like it. It means showing up when no one's watching, when no one's cheering, when no one even believes in you yet. It's getting up early when the bed feels warm. It's putting in the work when your mind whispers, "Take it easy." It's sacrificing comfort today for the reward of tomorrow. You see, motivation may start the journey, but discipline keeps it alive. Motivation fades when life gets hard. Discipline carries you through it. The person who wins is not the one who's always motivated, but the one who's trained their mind to stay consistent, because consistency, not intensity, builds success. Look at any person who's achieved greatness. They didn't rely on inspiration alone. They built systems, they built habits, they trained themselves to do the hard things until they became natural. That's the secret. When you master discipline, you no longer wait to feel ready, you just do it. The truth is, discipline gives you freedom. It may sound like the opposite, but it's not. When you're disciplined, you're no longer a slave to your moods, distractions, or excuses. You gain control over your time, your emotions, and your direction in life. Discipline is the foundation of self-respect, because every time you keep a promise to yourself, you prove that you can be trusted with your own future. And yes, it's hard, but so is regret. And the pain of regret always outweighs the pain of discipline. The difference is, discipline hurts now but heals later. Regret feels easy now but destroys you over time. Every moment of discipline pushes you closer to the life you want. Every time you choose effort over comfort, you build strength, confidence, and momentum. Discipline is the bridge between who you are and who you want to become. You can have dreams as big as the sky, but without discipline, they'll never leave the ground. Your future isn't something that just happens. It's something you build, choice by choice, action by action, day by day. The life you're living today is a reflection of the decisions you made yesterday. And the life you'll live tomorrow depends entirely on the choices you make right now. Every choice you make is a vote for the kind of person you're becoming. When you choose to work on your goals instead of wasting another hour, you're voting for your future. When you choose to read, learn, or create instead of drifting through distractions, you're building your next chapter. It's the small decisions, those tiny, often unnoticed actions, that shape the direction of your entire life. But too often, people underestimate the power of daily choices. They think the big, life-changing decisions are what matter most. But it's not the once-in-a-lifetime moments that define you. It's the everyday habits. Because small things done consistently lead to big results. The way you spend your mornings, how you talk to yourself, the effort you give when no one's looking, these moments are building your destiny. Your choices can be your greatest weapon or your biggest weakness. Choose discipline, and life will reward you. Choose laziness, and life will punish you. Every time you choose action over procrastination, courage over fear, growth over comfort, you take one more step toward owning your future. You don't need to have everything figured out. You just need to make better choices today than you did yesterday. Because when you win today, you build momentum for tomorrow. When you control your choices, you control your life. So be intentional. Every hour counts. Every decision matters. Ask yourself, is this choice helping me grow or holding me back? Because whether you realize it or not, your daily decisions are designing your future, and you are the architect. There's one lie that ruins more dreams than failure ever could. The lie that says, I'll start tomorrow. It sounds harmless, even logical. You tell yourself you'll begin when things calm down, when you feel more ready, when life gives you the perfect moment. But here's the truth. The perfect moment doesn't exist. Waiting for it is like chasing a mirage. It keeps you moving but never takes you anywhere. Tomorrow is the most dangerous word in the language of success because it gives you the illusion of progress while keeping you exactly where you are. You say, tomorrow, enough times, and suddenly years have passed. You wake up one day wondering where the time went, realizing that life didn't wait for you to be ready, it moved on. The people who achieve great things aren't always the smartest or the most talented. They're the ones who start. They act even when they're scared, even when the plan isn't perfect, even when they don't have all the answers, because they understand that momentum beats hesitation. Once you start, you learn, you adjust, you grow, but if you wait, you only lose. Every second you hesitate, opportunity fades. Every day you delay, your goals drift further away. Time is like sand slipping through your fingers. You can't hold it, but you can choose what to do with it while you have it. The difference between an ordinary life and an extraordinary one often comes down to this simple choice. Do you act now or do you wait? Starting now doesn't mean doing everything at once. It means doing something. One small step forward is infinitely more valuable than 100 perfect plans never started. Progress doesn't require perfection, it requires movement. You don't need to know how the whole staircase looks. You just need to take the first step, because once you start, clarity follows action. You begin to see what's possible. You begin to feel your power again. Think about it. How many dreams have died waiting for the right time? How many ideas were never born because fear disguised itself as patience? Life rewards action. It rewards those who dare to move before they're ready. Because readiness isn't something you find. It's something you create through motion. You'll never feel completely prepared. You'll never have everything figured out. But that's okay. No one ever does. The secret is to begin anyway, to say, I'll start today, and mean it. Because once you start, life starts responding. Doors open, energy builds. The universe meets you halfway, but only when you take the first step. The power of urgency changes everything. When you live with urgency, you stop drifting. You stop wasting hours on meaningless things. You start treating time as precious because you finally understand it is. Urgency gives your days direction, your work purpose, your dreams life. Every great achievement in history began with a moment of decision. Someone said, enough waiting. Someone took the first step. Someone started now. And that's what separates those who talk about their future from those who own it. The truth is simple. You don't need a new year, a new month, or a perfect plan. You need a decision right here, right now. Because every day you delay is another day lost to hesitation, and time won't stop for you. Your future belongs to those who act today.